Zeke Naji, Christian Brown off the bench. You don't beat a team like that. AG, 17, Pope, the defense he played on, a guy like Steph Curry. It's not just one guy, but our guys just were locked in. And to start off 3-0 post All-Star break, I couldn't be more proud of our group.
Michael, for Zeke and Christian, how important just was sort of the energy that they gave in the fourth quarter in particular? You guys only gave up 16 in that quarter as you sort of pulled away.
Yeah, 16 and 29% from the field in that fourth quarter. So your fourth quarter is when you want your defense to be at its best, and it was for us tonight. And I felt, we started Jamal, Aaron, and Michael to start the fourth quarter. And when I had CB and Zeke out there, I thought they played really, really hard, but also efficient and effective. CB made a big three, Zeke on the glass. I thought both of their defense was outstanding. And that's important, to play fourth quarter meaningful minutes. This hasn't been an easy year for Zeke Naji, but I'm really proud of him for staying with it and playing at the level he's played at in the last 3 games. And he's only going to continue to get better for us.
Klay Thompson came out of the bench tonight for the game. How did that change the dynamics of the game for game preparation? And it's a great performance by the Nuggets, but the bench points, Warriors still outscored Nuggets. Is that a future concern for you?
Well, as far as Klay, we knew he was coming off the bench, and obviously he was shooting a flamethrower in that first half. He had, I think, all 23 of his points were in the first half. So the fact in the second half we kind of locked in and eliminated his impact off the bench was a huge reason why we were able to win this game, because in that first half he got whatever he wanted. As far as the bench points, I don't really worry about the bench points. I worry about their defense. I worry about their rebounding and their disposition, and I thought it was where it needed to be tonight.
Also, it's 7 consecutive wins against the Warriors. Is there any extra motivations, like when playing against the Warriors?
No. We get up for each opponent that we play. We know in this building against that team, we know what they're capable of, and we know that they're also a highly motivated team right now, trying to make a run to get out of the play-in and try to get into the top 6. But we get up for everybody that we play. We know that as a reigning world champions, we're going to get the best no matter who we're playing, and now we have to go home, get some rest, and get ready for a home back-to-back.
Michael, in the last few games with Zeke, it feels like you've paired him with a little bit more size, whether it's MPJ or tonight he played alongside Aaron and Nikola. Do you feel like that's unlocked anything for Zeke or made life easier for him at all?
Well, I think anybody playing with Nikola is going to make life easier for them, because Nikola is just such a great player, and he makes everyone around him better. We went big tonight with that second unit. Thank you. I'm dying up here. We went big because we're getting our ass kicked on the glass. I mean, they were first half, I'm not sure how many offensive rebounds they had, but they had the lion's share of their 11 in that first half. So just having size out there with Zeke and Aaron, that group was able to provide productive minutes for us.
To your left here, Coach, you mentioned that you have some special rules going against the Warriors. You've been able to have some great defensive stretches in this building. I think it was a 26-4 run last time you played here to take the win in the fourth quarter. This time 14-0. So you've had some stretches where you've really been able to play great defense again. So what's been the key to improving your defense against this team as we've faced them over the years?
Well, it's easier said than done, but the message to our guys is always the same. No matter what we're doing, you have to find a way to limit the three. I mean, coming into tonight, their last 5 games, they were making 17.5 threes per game and shooting over 40%. So to hold them to 11 of 34 and only 32%, that's why you beat them. If you let Steph and Klay and Pajamski and all those other guys get going from 3, that game can get away from you in a hurry. So we do some different things to try to eliminate that. Our guys have bought in. We beat them 4 times this year. That's great, but there's a lot of things that we can still clean up.
Going off that last question, and you kind of answered, if you will, I thought the game changed for you guys. That last run of the second quarter, last 3 minutes of the second quarter, you outscored them 14-0. What happened differently in that section? Do you feel that kind of turned the whole momentum of the game?
Well, you go back to the last time we played here, and we closed the game on a, 25-4 run, whatever it was, to win the game at the buzzer. And for me, I think some people can get caught up into what you're doing defensively, what you're doing offensively. I think the deeper and more important question is how you're doing it. And I felt for the first quarter and a half, they were the aggressor. They had us on our heels, and we were reacting to everything they did. And I think for us to close out 14-0 and then to start the third 14-4, I think we kind of flipped the switch and we became the aggressor on both ends and stopped thinking and started playing with an attack mindset and an aggressive mindset. And I think that's when we're at our best. It's not about are you switching, are you showing, are you blitzing? It's how you do those things. And I felt our intensity level and our aggression definitely picked up.